Hello, Footizens! A grand welcome to the second episode of Euro special coverage by FCast. This is a story of those Danish dynamites who dared to turn Europe upside down. To truly understand the magnitude of what Denmark achieved at Euro 1992, it's worth remembering one thing. Denmark shouldn't have been in the competition. They had missed out on qualification for what was an 8-team competition at that time after finishing runners-up to Yugoslavia in their qualification group. But the Yugoslavians were in the midst of a civil war and were unable to compete, allowing the Danes at 1 week's notice to take their place among the cream of Europe. As a matter of fact, the Danish players were mostly partying in the beaches of Europe when they were asked to report for national duty. Some joked while their first match they still had sand in their feet. What followed was remarkable. To begin with, it looked as if Denmark would be heading for an early exit, They picked up just 1 point in their first two groups against Sweden and England, meaning victory against France in their final game was imperative. That looked unlikely, evidenced by Kim Wilfort's admission in later years that he and his teammates mentally prepared to travel back home as it was unlikely they would beat the French. You know what happened next? Goals from Henrik Larsson and Lars Elstrup secured a tense and unexpected 2-1 win, a result that somehow secured the Danes' passage through the semi-final, as France and England ended their campaigns without a win. If the journey had ended here, there would have been no complaints from the Denmark supporter. But alas, they had an entirely different script written and tucked away up their sleeve, even though they had a date with hot favorites Netherlands ahead. Instead of departing for home, the Danes put in one of the grittiest performances in their history, going toe-to-toe with some of the greatest players in the world. Marco van Basten, Ruud Gullit, Frank Rijkaard, Ronald Koeman, just 4 examples of the talent oozing from the Dutch spores. But on this night in Gothenburg, even they couldn't deny the Danes. A 2-2 draw, earned by 2 goals from Larsson, would be complemented by a supreme display of defensive resilience, eventually leading to a penalties. Here, soon to be a Manchester United legend, Peter Schmeichel would come to a forekeeping out Van Basten's penalty to help Denmark win the shootout by 5-4. Just one challenge lay ahead now, the unenviable task of overcoming World Cup holders Germany. The Germans were unsurprisingly huge favorites, with Denmark expecting to be on the back foot throughout. And they were, but with Schmeichel in the goal and the knowledge of how to beat the best Europe had to offer, Denmark had a counter-punch of their own. With pressure absorbed and a string of fine saves already accounted for, the underdog struck as John Jensen screamed home a sensational finish completely against the run of play. Now to hold on to the lead. As you would expect, Germany were back on the front foot soon after as they began probing for an equalizer. But the expectation to deliver was perhaps weighing heavily on their shoulders as Denmark remained solid and compact at the back, keeping chances to a minimum. The Danes knew a second goal would kill the game as the Germans began to labor in the second half. With just over 10 minutes remaining, guys, with just over 10 minutes remaining, they delivered the excellent Wilford, who had played well throughout the tournament, was the man to take the center stage this time, riffling past Bodo Ilgner at his near post to stun the footballing world. There would be no comeback from Germany. Instead, history was made. One of the biggest underdogs in the international footballing history had been given its fairy tale ending, leaving Denmark's players to be revered as their national heroes.